I love sharks.
What kind of sharks?
I love sand sharks. I love pressure sharks. I love basking sharks. I love megalodons.
This is my awesome 4-year-old son's bedroom, and he wants a shark theme, so let's start the reno. The first thing I did was scrub all of the old carpet glue down with a wire brush, and then I went and grabbed my sander, and I worked my way from a rough grit down to a fine grit until all of the floors were sanded. And then I wiped up the floor real good and put 2 coats of my favorite primer, which is the Kills Premium in the gold can. Stay tuned to see the rest come together. All right, we've now nailed down the perfect green paint color. It is Black Evergreen by Behr, and we're gonna do that on 3 walls and save the back wall for his wallpaper. And I took care of painting the floors in Behr Porch and Patio paint in ice white. And I also had a chance to put together his awesome green bed, so follow along. All right, so my son requested some more fish stuff for his room, but I really didn't want to add all of these colorful fish to the room, so I decided to do something a little bit out of my depth, which is a crafty activity. Despite stereotypes you may have heard before, women are not just synonymous with the word crafty, and men are not just synonymous with the word handy. I am handy as but not very crafty. Anywho, I hot glued all these little creatures onto this IKEA planter that was 99 cents. I'm going to be spraying the whole thing in Apple Red by Rust-Oleum. And just like that, apparently I make decor for Red Lobster and my kid's bedroom. Okay, let's do some wallpaper. The first thing I did was draw my level line so that my wallpaper would be straight, and then I began hanging my wallpaper and quickly realized my amateur move of not making sure that all of the rolls were from the same lot number. There was no way that I could get the pattern to line up perfectly, and from someone who's hung wallpaper dozens and dozens of times, this was absolutely an amateur move, but you know what? It's a kid's room and I'm not gonna sweat it. So then I smoothed the wallpaper out. Next, I began putting in my shark skin gray lights. And again, I'm not hardwiring these. I'm simply using the light trick hack so that my son can use his color changing battery operated lights instead. And I am just absolutely loving how this is turning out so far. So please stay tuned for the final part. Hide away your sons and daughters, eat you alive. Levels, better put your head on swivels, dancing with the berry devil, butter tonight. So let it go, it's the way that it goes. First you're in, then you're out, everybody knows. You're hot, then you're cold, you're a light in the dark. Just you wait and you see, you kiss with sharks. My son's beloved shark is making him an easy DIY scroll frame. So easy, even a shark can do it. Measure out how big you want your scroll frame. Then cut your material to size and sand the edges. Then Mr. Shark went and picked his favorite shark skin color by Rust-Oleum, which is called Stone Gray, and he sprayed it in 2 coats. Then he used a double-sided carpet tape to secure the boards to the poster, a little twine for hanging, and then he picked the perfect spot on the wall to hang his little shark yearbook. And there you have it, a very easy, simple scroll frame that even a shark can make. Here is the wall. I'll be putting my son's floor-to-ceiling book ledges for his shark room. I started by nailing in my Shiplap panel. I painted my panel in the Black Evergreen by Behr. I continued to build my frame and caulk and paint as I went. Next up, I measured out my metal bars, then cut them with the angle grinder. Then I sprayed them in Rust-Oleum Champagne Bronze. I put about 2 coats on. Then I cut my book ledges to size and I stained them in mint wax aged gray. I then banged the shelves in and secured them with screws. Next up, I had to bang the metal bars in with a hammer, easy peasy. A built-in book ledge for my son's shark room. And while yes, it still needs its final coat of paint, so goes the story of an impatient DIYer who styled the shelf anyway. Follow along as I wrap up the shark room on Monday.
All right, if you've been here from the beginning of the shark room makeover, you know the room looked like this and a little bit of that and then this. And then it turned into this. And we love it. And we are so happy that you joined us for the little shark room journey. It has been so much fun and my son loves it and I love it. And it was just such an enjoyable process to do with my son. So if you're in doubt about doing a themed room for your kid, please do not. Follow their lead, enjoy the process, and you will have so many fun memories. And they will have a room that they feel so zen in and that they love.
Mommy.